Hey everybody, it's the Walker. So what are we doing today? Today we're doing a field use review of the Lumonite Compass R model. And now for the review of the Lumonite Compass R. First, let's go over the user interface. And this is a very simple one. Press and hold puts you in the moonlight mode. Press and hold again allows you to cycle through the three main modes. Stop, double click takes you to the turbo mode, double click takes you back to the last mode used. Click off, click on, that basically takes you to the last mode used. So I'll show you. Click and hold, that's the moonlight, click off, click on, and that's pretty much it for the user interface. One other thing, there is an electronic lockout. Click and hold, continue to hold till the light turns off, and now the light will not go on. Kind of an interesting feature. In order to get the light back on, click and hold, that puts the light back on. There's also a regular lockout. And that's it for the user interface. It's a pretty simple one. With the user interface out of the way, let's go over some features of this light that I really like. I don't know if you can tell, but the little switch lights up. So that's kind of cool. Also, I really like the fact the switch is really easy to, it's like a big switch. It's kind of easy to see and find and feel with your fingers. I don't like when switches are really small and they're tough to get to. As far as comfort, it's probably the most comfortable headlamp that I have in this class. Adjusts up, down, up on a stainless steel harness. Comes out of the harness. It's not that difficult to do, but at the same time, the light itself retains within the harness. So I've never had it like bounce out of the harness when I was running. Another thing you can take a look at, you'll see some heat ribs on the head and also on the body. So there's actually two sets of them, which is kind of neat. My regular Wizard, the standard model, doesn't have that. I think the new ones may have some heat ribs right here, but this is kind of cool that they really go all out. That's kind of neat. Also, the just for size comparison to the Wizard, it's about exactly the same size. There we go. So the size is about the same. The optics are very similar type optics to a Wizard. Take a look. You can see it's got kind of like a, I forget the name of the optic, but it produces a very similar, it's not a reflector, but some kind of weird optic. It produces a very similar beam. Kind of like, kind of like a very floody beam. But I think it's got a slight bit more throw than the Wizard. For some reason I just have a feeling the optic's not really totally identical. So, but the beam is very nice. Nice floody beam. I also like the way it fades up and fades down on a turbo. And to double click the turbo made it very easy to use in actual field conditions. So that was kind of nice. Let's put it back. Now I'm going to show you one thing as well compared to the plastic harness of the Wizard. But take a look at the headband itself. It is wider than the regular headband. This is a standard headband. There's nothing wrong with the headband from the Wizard, but look how wide that is. Take a look at these buckles. I mean, much more substantial buckle on that. He's got little ribs right here too. Makes it easier to grasp. Even the little, there's one right here. So it's way, way easier. There's this adjustment system compared to this adjustment system. It's just bigger, more robust. It was easier to grab when on the fly. I have a feeling this company, which is based in, I believe, Finland, this stuff is made for hard outdoor use. It's made for like using it on the fly. So that's kind of a neat thing. And I really liked the stainless steel harness system. Reminds me very much of the Phoenix, I think it's HL50, has a similar system. And the light itself pops right in, like that. It's a mosquito. Hey, it's that time of year. Actually, I want it the other way around. Oh, there we are. I've done it a bunch of times, and so far, there's no scraping or nothing on the ano. So the anodization, I'll just call it ano, is pretty nice. Take a look at this tail cap. It's pretty wide. It's got, it's ribbed, so again, easier to grasp. The battery, this particular one is the R model. So it is rechargeable via USB. We'll get into that in 1 second. But if you take a look at the battery's going in negative down. Because I don't know if you can see, there's an actual spring in the back of this light. Maybe I can take a pic. I don't know if you'll ever see that. But there's a little, there we are. Well, I don't know if you'll see it, but there's a spring down there. So the spring is towards the circuit board. I kind of like that, actually. But, of course, it's polarity protected. Let's put it in upside down. Nope. But it won't blow it. There we go. Now this is powered, this is rated for a 18650 battery. And I like to carry sometimes 18650 flashlight using same battery type because I can interchange it. Now this is a Keep Power protected battery. There we go. So if you're using 18650 battery on your flashlight, it's interchangeable with your headlamp. But there's one exception I've noticed. This is a not protected battery. And it doesn't work. So you want to use protected batteries with this, with the protection circuit. One pro though, having the not protected battery not work, is that the voltage range, I believe, is between 2 and 4.2 volts. A 18650 battery comes fresh off the charger at 4.2 volts, but you don't want to discharge it much below, let's say, 2.6 or 2.7 volts. So by using a protected battery, it prevents you from over discharging the lithium-ion battery, and then horrible things happen when you go to charge it back. One thing to keep in mind with the batteries, this battery comes with the light. It's a 18650 lithium-ion battery. It's protected and it's part of the charging system. So make sure when you're charging the light, you only use this battery if you're charging the light using this USB powered charging system. I don't believe it's compatible with the standard lithium-ion battery for charging via the light, but will operate off a protected lithium-ion battery. So if you want to use one of these, you can charge it using other means. Bottom line, use a protected battery. Here's the tail cap. And we'll get to that right now with the rechargeable feature. Now I can charge this in the field using a power bank. Basically take this. There we are. Power bank is on. Take this. Bang. This will glow red like that as it charges. So that's kind of nice. As long as I have a power bank with me, I can keep charging this. And when it's done charging, well, I'll pull it off here. It'll turn green like that when it's done charging. So green when it's done charging, red when it's charging. Very often though, the power bank, a lot of them simply shut down once something is done charging. So if you put it in and it starts off as red and then your power bank is off, it's probably charged. I mean, because it'll just simply terminate the charge and this light on the back here will stop. Just something to keep in mind. And that's about it. There's not a lot. It's just a really comfortable, very comfortable 18650 lithium ion, well-made headlamp. In fact, it's excellently made. In fact, one of the best I have as far as quality goes of construction. Everything looks really good. But the proof is, of course, in the actual outing, in the actual field testing. So I think what we'll do is we're going to take this headlamp on 2 different outings. One of them is going to be a wild night, crazy rain, because it's rated for submersion. So we're going to take this out on a wild, crazy night with rain. We'll submerge it and see how it goes. And then we're going to take it for a around an 6 to 8 mile trail run hike with climbing through bear and tick infested country. Actually, this is bear and tick infested country, but really it's only the ticks that I worry about. So, and also we're going to put up all the stats for the headlamp, such as the run times and the lumen outputs. So that concludes this part of the review, and stay tuned for the field testing part, which is absolutely awesome. Now using the 18650 headlamp. Very nice. I just flooded out. Gotta be careful running this. You take nothing to fall. Look at that trail. Like running in a brook. Nice wide beam. I'm going to walk this part a little bit. Wow. Awful weather though. We find a spot for our dunk test. A tree went down. Well, it's a little risky going down there. Wow, that's flooded. Look at that. Bad night. Definitely a bad night. But I think we got a spot for our dunk test though. We definitely got a spot for our dunk test. Look at all that. I want to keep away from that water though. Seems okay. My hat. We're at the trailhead, and for this part of the testing of the Luminite 18650 compass headlamp model R, we're gonna go. We're gonna try for 6 or 7 miles. We're gonna go through the mountains. We're gonna do a little climbing. We're gonna use the headlamp. It's going to be fun. Stay tuned. Now the beam profile and the user interface of the Compass R 18650 model. That's the press and hold for the moonlight mode. There's the low. Hold again to get to the low. Hold again and gets you to the medium. Hold again, gets you to the high. It's pretty high. Double click turbo. It's a pretty darn bright turbo. Look at that. Double click drops you to the next mode. Click and hold. Pans you through the modes. So you can go to medium, turbo, back to medium. I like the way the light ramps up and then hands back down. In order to get into the electronic lockout, turn off, go to the, there you go, keep holding. So you basically go right to the moonlight mode and keep holding. Then click all you want, light won't go on, but click and hold and the light goes back on. That's basically it. Very simple user interface. I love the way it pans like up and down on the turbo mode. I really like that. So, click hold. And right there, that is the moonlight. You just click hold, it'll pan you right through the modes. And you stop wherever you want. Click off, click on, memory mode, which is really nice. That's basically it. Nice beam profile. There we are. Very much like the Armitech Wizard. Very floody beam profile. It seems to have maybe a slight bit more throw. Could just be my imagination too. So that's it. Let's keep going. We've got quite a ways to go here. Take a look at this thing. It's called a tulip poplar. It's using a turbo. There we go. You are a massive tree. All right, let's keep going. It's the low mode. Press and hold, bump it up. There we go. Okay. Lots of mud out here. Lots of water. So you want to make sure we have plenty of light. Beam's pretty good. It's nice floody. Well, this isn't a bear, but I'll tell you that skunk right there. That skunk definitely has dominion in these woods. Hey there. There you go. It's okay. There you are. You know, I'm not starting to fight with a skunk. Let's get out of here. Keep pushing up the hill. Pump up to medium. I kind of like getting up higher. Mount laurels aren't out yet. They will be though soon. We'll keep this, I think this medium's just fine for this. We'll keep using the medium. Those shoelaces look good. And they seem okay. Alright. Ground's really wet, so I gotta be careful. Number one rule is 3 points of contact, but I'll tell you, using a camera, kind of negates some of that. Ooh, like I said, all right. I'm gonna take this nice and slow. Let's take a look, see first what we got dealing with. All right, here's what it is. All right, perfect, let's go. Like a handhold right there. Almost there. Nice floody beam's doing good. Ah. There we go. An excellent job. Ah, we made it. Oh, I love making it. Wow. Look at that. We made it. Right? We made it. The moon's up there too, right there. That's a cool looking scene. And this light's incredibly bright on turbo. Wow. Let's keep moving. Hey, we're approaching the dirt road. That's good news for me. Let's give it the ability to cover some good distance really fast. See how its beam pretty much covers the entire road. It's nice. It projects far enough ahead so I can see rocks like that coming. And we are officially out of road. Somebody's trying to hide my my escape route. There we go. Kind of a steep incline here, so hey, all right. Abandoned railroad tracks. Wow. Look at the size of that. Oh man. That is one big millipede thing. Look at that. Get off me. Oh, the size of that thing. We'll leave those be. Another one. I'm gonna another one. All right, we're gonna avoid stepping on them. It's probably bad luck or something, you know. Man, wow! Look at the size of that one. Keep your eyes open for them. And that concludes the field testing and the review of the Luminite Compass R18650 model. As always, thanks for looking. If you like what you've seen, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and y'all have a great night.